Hello and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles. Now, we last left our heroes heading towards the woodland. Or we will be, as it said up there, the wildwood. So, yeah, let's go watch them. It's going to be very good. Today's mission's actually quite a fun one, which of course we will brutally ruin by doing it as an A rank. But there you go. By ruin I mean do it awesome. Awesome!
Thanks in part to Squad 7, the Great Vassal Bridge is back in our hands. That pushed the front line back, forcing the Empire to gather forces in central Gallia.
Does this mean we're headed that way as well?
The army will take that front. Meanwhile, the militia will head south. Our next target is here, in the Cloden area.
The Cloden Wildwood. I was there last summer taking soil samples. It's a dense forest with plenty of hills and valleys. It's hard to get around in there.
What's our strategic objective there, Captain?
The Empire has set up a supply base there to fuel their invasion of central Gallia.
I see. So if we seize the supply base, we cut off the flow of supplies moving north.
Precisely. The 3rd Regiment's objective is to take that base. All squads are to prepare for woodland combat and await orders. Good luck. Dismissed.
Woodland combat? What a nightmare.
What do you mean?
The woods dull your sense of direction, and poor roads make for slow advances. This'll be our toughest operation yet.
It really won't, by the way. It's just quite an easy one, actually. Unless you want to do it properly, which is quite difficult then.
Maybe so, but deeper in the woods you have a better chance of spotting rare foliage. There's one kind of insectivorous plant in Cloden called the moondew that can suck a...
All right, I get it. You really do have a one-track mind. You know that?
I'm saying nature isn't just a burden. We might find the key to victory in the woods.
All right. I'll keep a lookout for your key while I'm slogging along. Hopefully your plant won't have eaten it.
On the plus side, now we get to see the baddies. Now the baddies in this game are really cool. I think I've said before, but it's not really just the baddies are baddies and the goodies are goodies kind of style thing, which is nice. I always do prefer that. Nice bit of grey area, so to speak. Though, don't mind me, don't let me get in the way of the baddies having a bit of a baddie thing. Totally not a Nazi. Just saying.
Gallia's mongrels have reclaimed Vassal Bridge.
English
Are
accent,
the men
check.
of our defensive units cowards? This loss is a stain on the Emperor's honor. Useless fools.
I hear the enemy crossed the river in tanks. And whoever's leading them is no fool.
On the contrary, this was a fluke. These are peasants, nothing more. Peasants and barbarians. How could they be anything else?
If birthright is all it takes to win a battle, you must find war so very boring.
The issue here is Gallia's resistance and how to end it, swiftly and decisively.
Exactly. They'll use their victory at Vassal Bridge as footing for a counterstrike in central Gallia.
How shall we proceed? What says your grace?
I like his phone.
We will extinguish these flames. Our course is clear. The Gallian army must be crushed.
Oh, that's the big baddie, by the way.
We will
Just to,
require
you know.
reinforcements. They will be sent to central Gallia. Now then, the route of supply through Cloden has to be made unshakable. Gregor, see to a restructuring of our central forces. Then you will continue to press northward.
Sir,
We will head to Barrius. Selvaria, be so kind as to accompany us there.
With pleasure. And to the ends of the earth, Your Grace.
The Cloden Basin supply lines. See to them, Jaeger. They need protecting. Gallia may have already dispatched troops to the south. Therefore, make haste to Cloden.
Of course. Leave it to me, Your Grace.
So guess who we're going to be fighting? It's the cool guy, at least. I like him. He's kind of cool. Mainly. Alright. More drama. Well, less drama and more silliness. Like I said, I really do like the baddies. They all have their own personalities, they all have their own little things about them. And they all have their own unique way of dressing and sort of acting, which is quite cool. Obviously the Nazi-looking guy is themed after a Nazi, funnily enough.
What are we doing? Remind me, whose idea was it to come out here anyway? Enough with the trees already.
You could say that again. Woods are so thick you can't tell up from down with these trees.
Here we go.
Hey, great. What did he find? A map in the dirt?
Alicia, hold on to these for me, will you?
Sure, Welkin. What are these? Some kind of nuts?
No.
Those ain't nuts.
Actually, they're long-beard goat droppings.
Ah! Gross! You made me hold poo? Are you crazy? Ugh.
She ain't from the countryside.
Hey, Welks.
Noobs.
Did you find something useful?
Come here. Take a look at this.
The grass has been trampled down, looks like. What's the deal with that?
An animal trail. With any luck, this could be our way out. Animals have a natural instinct to find the most efficient path. That's why the grass is trampled down. They snap off the branches, they eat the grass. As a result, they clear a perfect trail.
So if we make like goats and follow it, the path will take us through.
The enemy supply base should be nearby. This is where we'll start our operation.
Goddamn right, Welcome. But first, we gotta have our, well, we gotta have our mascot for the game, haven't we? It's a pig with wings. I'm spoiling that. You can see it in the picture anyway. It's a pig with wings. Not a lot more needs to be said about that. Although I do like Hans. Oh yeah, the pig is named Hans, by the way. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with the name Hans, but it's just a bit weird. It's a pig with wings.
La 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 la.
That's really nice, Rosie. What song is that? It's so pretty.
It's probably a racist song, knowing Rosie.
Oh, just a song I sang back in the day.
Oh, you used to be a singer? I didn't know that.
Ha! You paint a much prettier picture than it was. I used to sing at a bar in my town.
Still, that song was really pretty. I'd love to hear the whole thing sometime.
Maybe I'll put on a little show one of these days.
We're not alone here.
Oh god, what could it be?
I'll go investigate.
Shoot it in the face.
Put your hands in the air.
Moink?
Moink.
It's a pig? It looks like a Porcavian piglet.
It's a pig with wings. Don't think he can fly though.
What's your story? Get separated from your mom?
I'll take a look further in.
Well, what did you find?
There must have been a skirmish here. It looks like a stray bullet hit his mother.
Even all the way out here, the war's still claiming lives.
You lost your family too, huh, little guy? Left all alone.
Well, Alicia, does he want to come with us?
What? Can we?
We're the militia. Every Gallian has the right to join.
You hear that? As of today, You're a member of Squad 7, little guy.
Mike? Mike!
Yep. I think he's kind of cute, but you know. Right, let's get down to the meat and potatoes and whatnot of this. Let's get the fight going. There's there's a few missions in the wood. This is the very first of them. They come with their own unique mechanics that don't necessarily appear in other places. But I like the woods. They're good. It also starts to introduce. Oh, don't want to interrupt the captain. Introduces a few mechanics that appear throughout the game, like the artilleries and things, which can be a bit of a nuisance, but perfectly planned around. The enemy supply base is located at the east end of these woods, tucked behind a tight defensive line. Your squad will sweep in and attack from the west to capture it and cut off their lifeline. I suggest you hit the base head on with your tank while foot soldiers take the north pass behind the enemy's back. Your objective is the occupation of the enemy's base camp. Tread carefully. I suspect they've planted mines across the area. You should be able to see them, but be careful, accidentally stepping one will blow off your frickin' leg. An engineer can dismantle a landmine by approaching it and pressing the OK button when the command appears. Also remember that a tank can roll over landmines without sustaining damage, unless they're huge ones which blows the tank up. That's another way to clear the road. Conversely, foot soldiers can walk on the larger anti-tank mines unharmed, but the tank will do tread damage. We've heard word that the enemy backup is approaching even now. Get out there and claim the base fast. Righto, you heard the lady. So, no, I actually want to position units. Now, if I remember right, I want to do, I want some scouts up here, I think. Oh, wait, who we got? So, have we had Wavy out yet? We've had everyone. Oh, we haven't had Aika yet. Aika, you can go over there. I don't think we've had Aika yet anyway. And trying to think what I need. There's the tank. So we need Largo out anyway. So Largo can be there. Ooh, where do I want to put Rosie? I think I want Rosie up here. There, Rosie. Right. One more, which would be an engineer. We can have Dallas. There we go. So we've got enough. We can actually summon some people in. Perfect. Right then, let's get cracking. I'm just going to quickly stop the recording, as I do tend to before it craps out at me, because it's a lot easier. Then we can continue. Unless, of course, it doesn't. There we go. Right. We'll continue shortly.